Hi guys, I just got back from download. Wah! Yep. And I'm like pretty tired. I'm gonna turn the screen off the computer so you can't see Tumblr. Yeah, I just fancied making a video because I am alone in the house and yeah, so I just got back from download. Well, actually I got back last night, but I have just been sleeping and then I had a shower and I dyed my hair black. It kind of still looks a bit red, but it's black, and I had all my hair cut off and yeah, so I just got back and it was really good apart from the part where I got all freaked out because there was like 90,000 people and I felt like a bit, not claustrophobic, but just kind of like freaked out because there were so many people. So that wasn't fun because I kind of missed half of my two favourite bands. So I feel like a complete idiot now because like after I had the kind of like the panic attack, I was just like, I could have gone back, but I just decided to keep like to go because we were going to leave like about 20 minutes after anyway. So I feel a bit stupid, but I still got to see them. So those two favourite bands, by the way, were 30 Seconds to Mars and, well, not so much 30 Seconds to Mars, but like I would have liked to see them. And then A Day to Remember, who happened to be on at the same time. And A Day to Remember has been my favourite band for like, not for too long. Like, I'm not like a hardcore fan, but like after My Chemical Romance broke up, I kind of like decided that I needed to like some more bands because it would be really sad to mourn over a band for the rest of your life. Yeah, so I was like, so I've got into kind of like A Day to Remember, like Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, all that kind of shit, but unluckily like hardly anyone like that was there. There was just, you know, I should have gone to Slam Dunk Festival but I didn't. We went to download and there's a big list on the back of the t-shirt of who played. The main, I mean there's three headliners, one for each day, which were Slipknot, Iron Maiden and Rammstein. I don't know if this is backwards to you, but the main headliners I guess was Iron Maiden because they're like this like crazy epic stage show and we did see quite a lot of it, but not from very close, and we went to see the Hives first, and I think the Hives were probably like one of the best bands that were there because they were so crazy. And this guy, like, because it was in one of the, there was two tents and it was in one of the tents, like the Pepsi Max stage, and it was held up by these big like metal girder things, and they were like a big piece of wall and then the metal started and the metal had holes in it, and this guy managed to get up, like someone must have lifted him up, and he started climbing up the metal part and it was just like dancing up there and just like being crazy, and it was like really high, like I don't know, I'm not really good with heights, like maybe 12-13 feet up in the air, roundabouts. So this guy was up there, and then obviously we weren't allowed to be up there because it's pretty dangerous. And then Pele, the singer, he was just like, okay, so someone's just told, a guy's just told me to, no, what did he say? He was like, some guy just told some guy to tell some guy to tell me to tell that guy to get off that thing. No, it's just really funny. Except he's not that American because I think the Hives are from Sweden. I'm sorry if that is completely wrong. I'm not that big a Hives fan, but my boyfriend is, and I want to say Sweden. I don't know now. I'm kind of doubting myself, but so the bands that we missed completely were Rammstein and Limp Bizkit, and Rammstein I don't really care for, and Limp Bizkit, you know, I only know that one song, that like Rollin' Rollin' song. In fact I know the two songs, the one where in the video they're like I've got to get a briefcase off those guys. Yeah, so those were the only two bands that we missed, so not too bad. The toilets were not as disgusting as people were saying they were going to be. I was really scared because everyone's like, the toilets are going to be disgusting, and I only went to one that was kind of gross and the rest of them were completely fine. They even had like hand sanitizer in, like I don't know how you can complain about stuff like that. I imagine that it's things like Leeds Fest and Glastonbury that they are like disgusting because there's so many more people, but they were fine when I went, and camping was fine. I'm not proud to admit this, but we did go in family camping because we just kind of didn't want to have to deal with people like trying to get in as tents and just like drunk morons the whole time. Because I barely drank when I was there. I think I had like a couple of vodkas and coke, but that was like in the tent before we went out. But I really I didn't fancy queuing up like half an hour to go get like some cheap, some expensive watered down beer. So I just didn't, because couldn't bother. And then we just like lived off Pepsi and chips basically the whole weekend, and like some cereal bars that we brought. But yeah, I really can't complain about like the living situation. The only thing that annoyed me was we didn't even think about like taking chairs, and so we were sat on the ground basically for 3 days, and it like my legs just, by the second day my legs were just like really really hurting, and I'm not sure whether it was like from sleeping on the ground or it was like from sitting like legs crossed on a field for like 12 hours. Another thing that I forgot to take, as well as chairs, was sun cream. Well, I did take some, but I left it in the tent, and so I've got, you can't really tell, but I've sunburnt nose and sunburnt cheeks, like this, and it looks ridiculous. Like, you can, I had sunglasses on, but I could feel my nose burning, and there was nothing I could do. The only thing that I had was lip balm, which was SPF 30, so I just kind of put that on my nose, but I don't think it helped really. I only saw one naked guy as well, which, people said there would be a lot of naked people, and I only saw one. People said it'd be really, really muddy, and it only rained the first 2 days, and it kind of like just got really warm after, so everything kind of just evaporated, so that was good. And there was only a bit of mud, and yeah, I really cannot complain about that. It was just, I'm upset that I missed a day to remember, like most of a day to remember. So yeah, that was my download experience. I don't think I've got anything else to say.